Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon all. We are from 4th group. I'm Sakinatul Saidah, NIM T2017 and 67. So I'm for the first speaker, and second is Faridatul Hikmawati, and third speaker is Hilmi Sofia W. Here we wanna explain you about language disorders, and especially I'm for the first speaker, and now I will tell you and I will give you a little knowledge about definition language disorders itself. We can see here definition of language disorders is a communication in which a person has difficulties in learning and using various sign of language. Jadi di sini adalah suatu komunikasi dalam bahasa yang dimana mereka susah untuk memahami kata-kata atau memahami lawannya. A person, lihat di sini, which a person has difficulties in learning and using various of sign of language. Jadi mereka itu susah atau sulit dalam memahami atau belajar macam-macam bahasa. Language disorders also social communication disorders. They impact how people use and process language. People with language disorders have language abilities that are significantly below for their age limit ability to communicate effectively in many social, academic, and professional. Jadi kesulitan mereka ini tidak dilihat dari golongan mereka. Maksud dari sini adalah siapapun dapat mengalami language disorders ini, tidak memandang umur mereka, kelamin mereka, atau profesi mereka. Jadi di sini jadi definisi language disorders itu adalah keterlambatan orang daripada individu lainnya dalam kemampuan untuk memahami bahasanya. Juga diketahui language disorders ini tidak hanya dialami oleh anak kecil, tapi juga dialami oleh orang dewasa. Penyebabnya mereka dikarenakan kelainan atau mereka mengalami kecelakaan, atau juga mereka difficulties in sosial atau mereka kesusahan dalam lingkungan mereka seperti itu, atau juga mereka kurang dididik oleh orang terdekatnya mereka. Tapi yang paling umum di sini adalah mereka mengalami language disorders ini dari keturunan. So next, how we wanna know they are in language disorders condition. Pertama, bagaimana kita tahu kalau mereka itu mengalami language disorder sehingga kita bisa menyamakan ya, atau contohnya seperti ini, mereka berbicara tapi kita itu tidak mendengar secara jelas, terus secara vokal mereka itu tidak enak, terus terdapat kesalahan pada bunyi-bunyi tertentu, dan juga they are difficult in speaking. Bicara itu mereka sulit, dan juga kekurangan nada-nada atau intonasi mereka dalam berbicara. Terus mungkin selanjutnya bisa dijelaskan oleh pemateri kedua, yaitu tentang type of language disorders. Untuk pemateri kedua dipersilakan Tapi di sini saya ingin menekankan bahwa language disorders itu kesulitan seseorang dalam berbicara uh, atau kesulitan dalam belajar bahasa. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now I will explain about types of language disorders. For the first is sensory impairment. Sensory impairment when our body doesn't properly sense things and pass the information into our brain as it normally should. For example, if we wear glasses, so we have a sight impairment. And if we find it hard to hear, so we have a hearing impairment. And the second is dyslexia. Dyslexia is learning disability for children, which is marked by difficulty in reading, spelling, writing, and speaking clearly. Dyslexia will difficult to identify spoken word and turn it into letters or sentence. There are 5 kinds of dyslexia: surface dyslexia, phonological dyslexia, spelling dyslexia, direct dyslexia, and comprehension without reading. And the third is dysgraphia. The people with dysgraphia often difficult to learn to spell written word and also requires more time to writing. Dysgraphia happens because there is a problem with brain connection. Because of this, a child has difficulty to put his mind on writing because the brain cannot get the limbs to coordinate to write. And then after that, stuttering. Stutters usually repeat syllables or prolong a word while speaking. Stutters also take a pause in speech using pauses as or in the pause and avoiding eye contact with people who talk with them. And then after that, autism. People with autism will difficult to communicate and interaction with others. People with autism may also have changes in the primary area of their brain that influence how to speak and how to act. After that, aphasia. In aphasia, sufferers can be difficult to communicate, and this usually could happen after a stroke or head injury. And the last is apraxia. This condition causes the muscle unable to retrieve command the brain well, so the sufferers unable to perform certain movement even though she or he want to. Okay, the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sophia. I would like to explain you about language disorder symptoms. The definition of language disorder symptoms is difficulty expressing and understanding what people are saying. There are 2 parts of language disorder symptoms. These are receptive and expressive. Receptive is language disorders affect a person's ability what she or he hears, such as difficulty understanding. So, people feel difficult to get meaning of what others saying. And for the next is hard time following spoken direction. For example, when people ask and say, please go to the room and take your book, she or he feel hurt to follow the direction. And for the next is trouble organizing talk. It hurts to express talk and ideas talk spoken language. People understand what they hear, but they can have trouble forming and producing a spoken response. For the next is expressive. Expressive is language disorders affect a person's ability to express the words, such as difficulty putting words together to form sentence and trouble finding the right word when talking. Okay, for the next is treatment language disorders. There are several treatments of language disorders, such as treating the underlying problems may help. Example, talking a nodule of vocal cords. For the next is handled by a speech language pathologist. It can help to make a Down syndrome child speech more intelligible. For the next is psychological therapy. Having difficulty understanding and communicating with others maybe can be frustrated, so counseling may be need to resolve emotional or behavioral issues. Maybe when someone do counseling, it can help in dealing with the emotional and mental health challenge that the disorders may cause. And I think that's all from me, and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.